Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. Welcome back for another video. I appreciate all you guys supporting this channel. It means the world to me. Today, we're talking about a heavier subject. We're talking about silver being a solution to our financial crisis. A lot of people don't like to talk about this. They don't like to listen to this subject, more of an out of sight, out of mind. If I don't hear it, it's not happening. But that's not the case, and I definitely think it's very important to stay educated and to discuss this topic because it really is happening. We're $23 trillion in debt. The dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing power. Hyperinflation is destroying the economy, and our dollar is not getting any stronger. So we do need to talk about this. A lot of us silver stackers already are aware of this, but awareness is key, and I want to, inform as many people as possible. But there's different levels to this subject because there's the monetary value, there's the economy, there's the investment side of it, there's the financial side of it, there's the emotional side of it, there's people's lives at stake, there's jobs, there's the political side of it, the technological aspects. So it really does get deep. But today we're talking about the silver, the precious metals side of it, the uses or the alternative that silver can bring to our financial crisis. Now, obviously, the gold standard was our best bet at something as a financial system working in a monetary sense when our money was backed by something that had actual value. But nowadays, our money is not backed by anything. It's a promissory note, which is boosting us in hyperinflation. We're impregnating our system, our fiat system with dollars that are worthless, and we're trying to replace our debt with more debt to get us out of debt, and that never works. So what can we do? Silver is not the solution, but it is an alternative. It is definitely a safety net you can take to, transfer your wealth into something that is deemed valuable, that always holds its value, that holds its weight, no pun intended. So, Donald Trump actually made a statement talking about the gold standard, but unfortunately, we're too far down. We're too far down the rabbit hole to even try to fix it now. It cannot be fixed. This issue cannot be fixed. All it can do is be replaced. I don't know what's going to replace it. If it even is replaceable, I don't know what's going to happen, but something major has to change for us to keep, circulating in this aspect that we are with a transferable form of currency, measured at a certain rate to buy and sell things or trade. So what can we do as silver stackers? Well, all we can do is control what, you know, our future is. So we're stepping in and we're taking control of our financial situation. A lot of people let the banks do that for them. They just put their money away in savings, not knowing that their money is literally shriveling up and just becoming worthless, and they're literally losing money keeping their money in those accounts. They don't even understand what hyperinflation is, and they don't know how beneficial preserving or transferring your wealth in the precious metals can be. Like, let's say, someone is holding $50,000 in a savings account. Over 30 years, that $50,000 will only be able to purchase, a fraction of what that money could to this day. So if you step out and think of the bigger picture, then you can kind of realize and understand how important this is. If you transfer that $50,000 into silver, not only will it hold its weight in value, but also there's a good opportunity, there's a good chance it's going to appreciate in value as well. So you're taking control of your future. Financial freedom's the end goal. I don't think that silver is a solution, though. I think it's the alternative, because right now fiat currency, we can't look at silver, we can't compare silver to fiat currency because it isn't anymore. And even like I just made a video talking about how silver spot price is irrelevant, because we're not talking about silver's price in fiat dollars anymore. We're talking about it intrinsically. So it's metal value. How much value does the metal content bring to the world, not how much value does its spot price bring, because the fiat currency is what we're stepping away from. We're trying to look at the bigger picture and disassociate silver's metal content from its fiat dollar price, because its fiat dollar price is really irrelevant. It's worthless. If you're looking at a system in fiat dollars, it's collapsing. So, if the dollar's collapsing and we're trying to look at silver in dollars, what sense does that make? Silver's intrinsic value, its metal content, is what's value, what its real value is. Where that's where the money form is. That's what's been deemed money for 6,000 years, not its fiat currency price. So the money value, the metal contents, what we're looking for in silver. That's what we're focusing on. Just like constitutional silver back in the day, its face value, was $1, but it actually had $1 worth of silver in it, which nowadays that $1 worth of silver is worth a lot more than $1 because our fiat currency is depreciating. The metal content of silver always is there, though. A 1 ounce silver coin is always going to have 1 ounce of silver in it. So I want people to understand this. Like, hold a $20 bill in your hand, in your left hand, and then hold a 1 ounce silver coin in your right hand, and ask me which one feels more valuable. 10 times out of 10, you're going to say the 1 ounce silver coin. If you can try to compare silver to fiat currency, you can really see how undervalued it is, especially when I go over these articles sharing how many different things silver is used for in the everyday world. It's absolutely astonishing to even compare it to a fiat form. Honestly, I think silver is priceless. I went over an amazing article the other day sharing the historical properties of silver in biblical times and all that, how Egyptians saw it as magic and they used it in the Bible and everything, and for thousands and thousands of years. And if people knew this, if they realized, understood, and really grasped that concept, I think more people would be on board. Because even like I just made the video talking about how 99% of people buy silver in, ETFs. They don't even buy the physical precious metals. They'd rather buy, they're buying it in a paper form, which is still fiat currency, which is still missing the entire point. And once who knows when it's going to happen. I'm not trying to put on my tinfoil hat and be a SHTF prepper, survivalist type mind state, but that definitely is what drives a lot of people in, and that's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. That's definitely possible. Now, I don't know if it's to the extent that people, are saying it could be, but it definitely can, and at some point is going to have to happen because something has to change. There's no way that this financial system has ever worked. It never has worked. Look at other countries around the world where they're weighing their money in trash bags because it's so worthless, because their dollar is so impregnated that it literally has the purchasing power of like a penny, where they weigh their money on scales, they burn it, and that's the rate that America, or these countries are, even the richer countries are going to be going towards to some direction, and it's going to be sooner than later. So all we can do is prepare ourselves and warn others. And I definitely want to bring people in and without scaring them. Like when I make my videos, especially about subjects like this, when I'm talking about a deeper subject, I don't want to scare them off. I don't want to scare you guys off. I want to inform you and educate you and just plant that seed to get your mind going, get the wheel spinning, so then you can start seeing the bigger picture, taking the lens off, taking the blindfold off that you've had over your eyes for so many years, trusting the government and trusting that everything's just going to be okay and you're going to be fine without doing anything about it. There's a difference between understanding it or acknowledging it and then actually applying it in your life. I could know all about silver, I could understand it, I could know all the different dates and everything, but if I'm not actually buying it, then is that information even relevant? Is it really relevant? It's really not. So, a key part is actually is putting things into action. Not saying you have to go out and buy thousands of dollars in silver right now and blowing your 401k or your IRA, transferring it. You can budget. It's silver's price isn't going anywhere, but you definitely I definitely think that, even just starting off, even with 1 ounce, go to your local coin shop, pick up an American Eagle. Once you get that silver in your hand, you're going to fall in love. And then once you realize how many other things it teaches you, patience, it teaches you how to budget your money. It teaches you the value of $1. You start learning the history of these coins. The artwork is beautiful, the designs are beautiful. Then you fall into the silver stacking community and you meet all of us, and it's amazing. It's literally life changing, and that's to say the least. So I hope I didn't scare anyone off. This subject is a little deeper, but it's a reality, and the longer we try to play in La La Land and just pretend it's not happening, the worse off we're gonna be. We're setting ourselves up. So I definitely think that this is stuff that needs to be talked about more than ever. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm curious what you guys thought about this. Do you guys agree? What other things do you think I could add in, or do you want to add in? I'd love to hear your input and insight. It's always informational and always, beneficial to everyone, even other people in the comments. Don't always just write a comment for me. Write comments for other people to read as well, because we're all talking to each other. This is a platform where we all can communicate and just share our ideas with each other in a constructive but positive manner. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. I posted 2 other videos today, so go check those out as well. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.